What's going on, you guys? Economic Prepper here. Wow, look at this house here. Coldwell Banker. My mom was actually pointing out how unique these homes are here, and you know, in this housing market that we're in, many renters are actually finding themselves in more and more expensive properties, meaning that whatever you were renting for, say 2 years ago, is likely hundreds, and even in some areas over $1,000 more per month than what it used to be. And you know, if you're prepping, you need space. Now the cool thing about these houses here is that if you're looking to build your pantry reserves, a lot of these backyards, you would be surprised, a lot of these backyards are excellent for gardening. Like really big backyards. Like you would be surprised at how big the backyard is compared to the front. Here's another one for sale. And we're expecting this, or many economists and real estate agents are talking about this housing market crash and how severe is this housing market crash going to be. We're seeing interest rates hiked up to, we're approaching what, 5.75%, 6.28% is the highest that I've seen so far. And this comes on the heels of
turn right onto Rumson Road Northeast.
This comes on the heels of Jerome Powell, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, raising interest rates. And we just got word from the Federal Reserve that the interest rates are going to be hiked up again. Now this was unofficial, but we are expecting another probably 75 basis point rate hike.
Rumson Road Northeast.
Possibly even as high as 100 points. The reason why I say possibly 100 points on that increase is that Canada just recently raised their interest rates by 100 basis points. And that's historic, guys. So these houses you're seeing here, this is pricing more and more buyers out of the market. And the interesting thing though is that we're not seeing price declines yet, at least in this market. Now, you know, if you're prepping, you're keeping an eye on what your real estate market looks like. You're making plans, you're determining, am I going to stay put for the next 5 to 10 years? Or am I going to sell everything in this market and take whatever I can get for it and move on?
Right onto Peachtree Road Northwest.
Now, real estate agents, top real estate agents that I've spoken to recently have told me that while open houses, the participation rate of people showing up at open houses has declined, houses are still selling, but there's not as many buyers. And the reason why,
take the next right onto Peachtree Road Northwest,
is multifaceted. One of the reasons is that lenders are actually not able to qualify people for as much property as they used to be. So for example, interest rate goes up, say 1%. That could change your mortgage payment by say $300 to $500 per month. Really depends on the size of the loan, length of the terms. There's a number of different factors. So number one, some people can't afford that $500,000 house that they used to be able to afford. And some people need a certain, it's more than a want. Some people need certain things about the house in order to survive. You know, if you're a prepper, you need a big pantry. You probably want some good land that you can develop and have a small garden on and whatnot. You want to reduce your reliance on big box grocery stores and so forth. You want to be able to have maybe an outdoor generator to power your home. Maybe you want a basement so you can have additional storage. There's a number of different things that you might want if you're prepping, if you're buying a house as a prepper, compared to someone else who just isn't really aware of what's going on. Also, look at this high-rise here. If you take a look at this high-rise, you can actually see someone looking over the edge. Many people who are prepping from apartments have created like little gardens that they can, not really gardens, but like you can hang pottery over the edge of your balcony and grow bell peppers You can grow different kinds of small vegetables, maybe even, I don't know if you can grow fruit from there, but, and I'm no gardener, so don't take my word for it, but you can grow stuff. And, you know, you can go to Home Depot, pick up some seeds. Next thing you know, you're reducing your reliance on someone else bringing you food. Now, we've experienced food shortages, empty shelves, gas prices escalating in price way faster than we've ever seen in the past. Now, I don't know if I've ever experienced food shortages to the extent that we've seen in segments of the United States. But with the number of food processing plants that have been burned down and destroyed, we've seen...
In 600 feet, turn left onto North Muskogee Avenue Northwest.
Sorry about that. I'm pausing as I speak.
Next left onto North Muskogee Avenue Northwest.
Because I don't want to get interrupted by my navigation here, because I don't know where the heck I'm going. But, oh wow, if you look here, this house, I would be willing to bet, it looks like a Tuscan design, and you could actually probably have multiple families in this house. I'm willing to bet that this house, and it has 2 driveways. You want to talk about storage? I wonder what their pantry looks like in there. But I'm willing to bet that house is probably a good $4 million. Now, after speaking with some top real estate agents in Atlanta, they were telling me that the sales have slowed down just a little bit, but people are still buying. But the biggest change that they're seeing is that more and more people, I would say more of the higher income demographic, is borrowing less from banks. And so what I mean by that is, instead of borrowing, say, 80%, 90% from the bank for the mortgage payment on a home purchase, many people in the upper income bracket, they're reducing how much they're borrowing to, say, 50% of the home purchase price. So they're coming out of pocket with more cash. And in many instances, some of these buyers are paying cash for the homes. So what this does is, let's just say you're a buyer in this market and you're paying cash for a home. Look at this one.
They're all gorgeous.
Yeah. And the privacy. You want to talk about, you know, because if you're in a city, you want privacy. You want privacy. If shit were to hit the fan, you want to make sure you can get away from as many people as you can. You don't want to be around a lot of people. So look at these people just going for a nice walk.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. You know, it's about just experience in life. You know, just a nice quiet walk with your significant other can really help, you know, to relax during these difficult times. But when you think about it, as we're seeing higher and higher interest rates,
turn left onto Peachtree Road Northwest.
As we're seeing higher and higher interest rates, we're seeing more and more of these high income individuals pay cash. Number one, they're negotiating better deals, and by paying cash, you're not...
Next left onto Peachtree Road Northwest.
By paying cash, you're not being affected by the higher interest rates. Number one, because you're not borrowing at 6%. But number two, some individuals have decided, you know, hey, we are going to borrow half, and we'll put half down.
Northwest for half a mile.
So more and more buyers are hedging the market. They're essentially saying, hey, I don't know what the future holds. I'm going to take some of this cash and put half down. Now, not everybody can do this, but if you prepped and you prepared, then you're able to do so. And so some people are putting half down, putting 50% down payments, and they're coming in with, you know, fairly good credit scores, maybe 740, 800, who knows. And what they're doing is they're trying to decide, okay, where are these interest rates going to go? We are hearing that the Fed is going to continue to raise interest rates, but if they don't, if they end up nearly crashing the market, crashing the economy, the Fed may be forced to
your destination will be on the right.
They may be forced to reverse course and lower interest rates, at which point some people are saying that, you know, hey, at that point, we'll just go ahead and refinance our house, down to the lower interest rate. So at least we locked in the real estate, we locked in this property, which, if you guys have been paying attention, the real estate market has just appreciated like wonderfully over the last 24 to 36 months. And so they can lock in the price, they'll refinance the house at say 5%, 4.5%, who knows if it goes down, and you guarantee that property, which will likely go up. If you look at the market historically, real estate, for every 15-year period, it doesn't matter how far back you go back in time, for every 15-year period, real estate has increased in value. So you want to talk about, is the US dollar going to collapse? Where are we headed in terms of asset values? Are we going to go from using cash to Bitcoin, whatever the case is? Real estate has been a tremendous wealth building asset and a tremendous store of value. It's all about preparation, guys, and I know that you guys are going to, many of you guys are actually going to be better off on the other side of this crisis. And just like every crisis, it presents ourselves with a tremendous amount of opportunity. So you guys keep prepping. If you made it this far in the video, drop me a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.